a visit of linebacker, middle linebacker, Desmond Bishop, former Green Bay Packer, inside linebacker. They, of course, played in a 3-4 defensive scheme. The Vikings play a 4-3, but he was an inside linebacker. Got cut by the Packers. He's on the market. He visited with the Vikings this past week. He runs a 4.73 40-yard dash, at least at the combine. That's the same 40-yard dash as Aaron Henderson ran at the combine. He's got a 32.5-inch vertical leap. He, of course, missed last year because of a torn hamstring, but swears he's recovered from that. The Vikings worked him out, and from the sound of defensive coordinator, sounded like it was a good workout, so maybe there is no concern over that torn hamstring. He also visited the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Giants, and is apparently just trying to decide between the three of those teams. The Chiefs have $3.5 million in cap space. The Giants have $3.3 million in cap space, but they're apparently interested in signing Vontae Leach, fullback. So that might get in the way of them being a serious candidate for Desmond Bishop. And the Vikings have $7.1 million in cap space, but they've yet to sign their 3 first-rounders. So we'll see how that plays out. I guess all things being equal, I'd rather have Bishop, who has proven he can play in this league at a high level, over Aaron Henderson in the middle. So we'll see if the Vikings end up with Desmond Bishop as their middle linebacker. But the fact that they brought him in for a workout indicates that the linebacking core is a work in progress, and that they are interested or will look at outside help to improve that group, and I think especially at middle linebacker. So we'll see what happens with Bishop. Up with a self-promotion plug. I have another podcast called Beyond Social Media. It's a marketing podcast, marketing communications, public relations, advertising. That's my profession, that I do every week with my colleagues and co-hosts, Albert Marugi and B.L. Ockman, and we talk about all things communications. And you can find us on YouTube at youtube.com/BeyondSocialMedia. We are doing that as a Google Hangout as well, just like this Vikings Chat podcast. We had been doing it on Blog Talk Radio as an audio only, but now we're doing it as a video podcast, and you can see them again at youtube.com/BeyondSocialMedia. This week, I talked about Robert Kraft's allegation, the New England Patriots owner, his allegation that Russian leader Vladimir Putin stole his Super Bowl ring. So you can see a video clip on that, and I'll include the links to those videos in the show notes below. You can see my description of what I think is the ultimate in-stadium mobile app. It's awesome. It doesn't exist, but I'd love to say it exists. So if you're a developer, contact me. Maybe we can figure out how to make a fortune off of this. But it's my description of what I'd love to see as a fan for an in-stadium mobile app. And then finally, I list some numbers, some statistics from a survey of America's favorite sports, which sports America's hold as their favorites, and ranking. And hint, you're in the majority. And how Americans follow their sports that they love, and so you can see all that. Again, links are all in the description below. If you have any comments or you have any opinions or whatever, I'd love to hear your feedback. Leave them in the comments below. Make sure to like this video if you like it. Share it with your social media network. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Google. Email it to friends if you want. And be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so you don't miss any of these videos at Minnesota Vikings Chat. And for that, that's the wrap. Until next week, go Vikings!